Morning, YouTubers. This is my collection right here of some of the points I've found over the years while I've been surveying in different places throughout Texas. If you notice, arrowheads, there's a quarter for size. Arrowheads are pretty small. That's all the arrowheads, those 8 right there in the middle. This one here, looks like a preform for perdees. It wasn't quite finished, and this one right here was probably a perdees. The basis broke off, but if you notice, they're pretty small, not that big. There's a quarter. The only point I have that's paleo that I know for sure is paleo is this one right here. I found that south of San Antonio here. And I got some Boverdes, Frios, and just different points. Abacellos, maybe a Desmute, drill. This one here is made out of basalt. There's a little hand drill, what looks like a knife, a couple of scrapers, a Travis up there by the quarter, another point that next to the quarter that I'm not sure what that was, a Crezo. There's Edwards and a Scallion, the two arrow points on the bottom left. They're in perfect shape. I almost stepped on the Scallion. Just happened to look down and almost stepped on it. But if you notice, some of these points are pretty thick, especially the bases. They're not real thin. You'd think that wouldn't fit on a dart, but that's a dart point. Over here I got what would be probably preforms or unfinished points. Some are basalt, some are chert, some are agate. That one right there is like a moss agate. It's not chert. It's got little black spots all through it. Some are thin, some are thick, but that's what they are. It's unfinished. They're either knives or unfinished points. A lot of them look like unfinished points because they got little areas where they quit because it had a problem in it and they couldn't get it to work right. And over there, that's all the broken points. All those points right there have tip fractures from impact. They're impact fractures on all the tips. They broke off from use and they threw them down. Got rid of them, didn't want them. Then here, these are all scrapers, different types. Here's some more. And over here, it's just choppers. That's a core right there I found. Just choppers and knives, or just blank blades. Some of them, like this one right here, it's got a stack on it and they couldn't get rid of it and they just threw it away. So that could have been a preform for, or started preform for some kind of dart point or knife. But I put it in with just choppers and stuff. Here's some more choppers and everything. And these right here, a lot of people won't even pick these up. This is called a Guadalupe tool. And when I first found one, I thought it was just part of a core or something that they've been busting on, but if you notice, they all have a working bit. And they're believed to be woodworking tools. And this right here, I'm not sure, but that could have been, it's either a scraper or it was used for working wood like an axe. And of course, big choppers. This one here, pretty good size. Looks like a big spall, just used for a chopper. These are hammerstones I found at a campsite. They're camp charcoal all over the place. You can find just everything. Some points I had found around this, and they're all beat on the ends. Ends are all beat up. That's how you know it's a hammer stone, because the ends are all pitted. Because quartzite usually doesn't have pitted ends. This one's pitted all the way around. That's a nice one, pitted on both sides. Back here, you can tell they're not. Some of them are big. Most of them are about this size. Weight's maybe 8 or 9 ounces. This one here is probably maybe a half a pound. This one here is maybe 3/4 of a pound. This is a piece of flint that they used. It's got chips on it here and there where they used it. And these are some of the points I've made over the years. Different things. Made a piece out of glass, bottom of a glass deal. Big old glass jar. A harpoon point I made out of bone. Just different types of points. Some American, some European. Just different stuff. A couple out of some obsidian a person gave me. Back there, the very top one, that like a salutrian, pointed on both ends. Lots of paleo points. I love paleo points. The brown one at the very top up there, that's basalt that I got out of Laredo, Texas. The only slab points in here that I got were from slabs. This one here, you can tell it's really thin and straight. It's a piece of slab. And the one right next to it's the same. It was from a slab. The slab was about 1/4 inch thick. And then there's my arrowheads I've made. Different types. Some out of flint or chert. Some out of novaculite. The one on the far left there is a piece of alabites, as is the third one from the left up here at the top. A gentleman gave me a piece of alabites one time, and I made some blades or flakes and made a couple arrowheads out of it. Just different stuff. There's a gar scale. They think that Indians around here in different areas in Louisiana also use gar scales as arrowheads, which wouldn't surprise me none. They're pretty straight. They already have a tang for it. They're serrated a little bit, and they're hard. They're not soft. They're pretty dang hard, and they're thick enough to be used as an arrowhead. And then I made a trade point out of a piece of iron. And up here, this is in my office. This is my library. I got motorcycles, military vehicles, and what have you. Nature, engineering, art. Down here I have stuff about weapons. Weapons again, guns, reloading. Same right there. Right here up, I have a lot of my stuff for point identifications and all about different tribes or areas throughout the world. I got Texas, Eskimos, Aleuts, Ishi, American, North American, across Atlantic. This book was signed by Dennis Stanford and Bruce Bradley. I bought this when I was in Washington at Smithsonian. And then I have Bruce Bradley's Clovis Technology. If you don't have that, you ought to get it, and it tells you a good deal about the Clovis. Then I have Clovis Lithic Technology, which was basically from the Galt site here in Texas. And then Paleo-Indian points. I got plenty of Overstreet. And I have the Texas books on Texas identification, stone points, early man, different things. Up here I got bushcraft and survival books and traditional Boyer and the Maya, archaeology, prehistory of Africa, the Old Stone Age, what have you. And I got different types of engineering, chemistry, aircraft, and books on surveying and Black's Law Dictionary. So that's my little collection and what I have and what I've made over the years, and hope you enjoyed. Y'all have a good evening. Bye.